Hello everyone, I'm Debnath Mondal, a student of Mr. English. I'm the assigned leader of today's group discussion. Today's group discussion topic is social media addiction a real problem? So let's start today's group discussion. When we were students, there was no social media. If you see, before 10 or 15 years back, we spent quality of times with our family, friends, and teachers. And we heard stories from our elders like grandfathers and grandmothers. Now, the age of globalization and time of postmodernization, social media platform has an integral part of our daily lives. We cannot walk a single step without social media. We spend lots of time on social media, so we become addicted on social media. Most of the people from those who are 8 to 8 years old, they are busy on social media platform. It's a real problem for our society. Not only those students, and most of the students and teenagers and peoples are addicted on social media. They scroll most of the times on their phones. All of them, like 40 to 70 years, men and women, are also busy on social media. They have also an account on their phones, and even teenager also busy on their Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and they are playing Facebook game like PUBG and like some other games, and they forget to talk each other and take care of each other. They don't watch the nature and the other peoples. So the world is become and social media. So my first question to Borna, Borna, are you hear me? I'm asking to
Yes, sir.
you, I'm asking to you, what do you mean by social media addiction? After Borna, Kiamem and Kuniska will answer the same question respectively. So Borna,
Yes.
continue.
Yes, sir. It is a really big problem of our life when we are deeply addicted in a social media. It will break down ourselves in many ways, like negative consequence for mental and physical health, social relationship, and academic work performance. When we are use social media longer period, that is social media addiction. We use this in social media 10 to 12 hours every day. 90%, 99% out of 100 people are used 6 to 8 hours social media. That addicted them into a social media.
Okay. What about Kiamem?
Yes, sir. Social media addiction is a growing affects, and many people are addicted in social media in worldwide. So I think spending more time in 6 to 8 hours a day on social media platforms, and feeling an overwhelming to check social media constantly. So that's because many people compulsive behavior on there.
Okay. What about Koniska about this question?
Yes, in this question, my opinion is social media addiction is when someone spend too much time on their social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, etc., and cannot stop using it, even if it's effective their daily life and any relationship or mental health. They might feel uneasy when they cannot stop use it, and it can interfere with their work, school, study, or other important activities. That's it.
And Sohan?
According to myself, social media addiction is a big problem for human beings. Because of that, if a person engaged in social media for more than hours, so at that time they can it can affect on their working skills, on their school colleges, to attend their school colleges and many other things. And also it affects on their sleeping patterns. Because of that, when a person addicted at social on after long time, then they can it can more bad effect on their health, and they can be got very anxiety, very depressed, sad on their mind. So and at that time they feel some sad, some loneliness, and their mind. So obviously social media is a very bad effect, get bad effect on human being.
And what about Digonto?
Yes, Debnath sir. Like addiction. Addiction is you can say like it is a very bad, which may be a social media addiction, which may be a alcohol addiction, or so whatever. So like addiction. What is the social media addiction? Social media addiction means like when a person they use social media in excessives like more than 11 hours and 12 hours out of 24 hours. So in that case like if they can use the social media, so they will become isolate to the society. And obviously if the student they will addicted the social media, so in that case they also will gradually decline their academics careers or result also. So obviously it can badly affect their academic life on personal life also.
Pooja, would you like to add some points?
Yes, I like to add some points. So, Digonto was Digonto was said greatly. Addiction in any other thing is not good for student and also human being. So, addiction is very bad. Social media addiction is very bad for student. But using social media is not bad, because when a student using social media, they will developing hard skill. Even social media have many much platform. They are provide many development skill, many source of income. So I think time period is very important to decide social media effect in a student's life. It was my added point. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Uh, in this point, I would like to some statistical data. In the world, 210 million people are suffer from social media addiction. In India, teenagers from those who are 8 to 18s or 20, from the point of view 80% to 85% teenager are also suffer from social media, and 50 to 60% people are also suffer. In those who are middle aged, they are suffer. But in abroad country like America and Japan, only 20 to 25% are suffer because they they busy for their own work, not addicted on social media. So Pooja, would you have some questions?
Yes, I have a question. Borna, can you listen me?
Yes.
So I have a question to you. What kind of effects what kind of effects are students' life using many much social media?
The social media, it is a really big problem of our students life. They cannot concentrate. They are learning lesson and not good. They are not going to everyday school, so they are not completely, they are not completely lesson. They are their lesson learning, their lesson, and it is most of the students and our teenagers, they are just immature, not are they are not build up their mind by the mobile phones and its social media. When they are addicted in about social media, they are not going to school, so that they all the all of the time in daily they are used to mobile phone and addicted in social media. When they are not finding in mobile phone, they are even they are attend to suicide, and it is cause of all of social media. And not only of this cause, it is break down their mind and increase their health and academic performance. That's it.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Would, okay.
I
Koniska, would you like to add some Pooja's question?
Yes, yes. According myself, too much social media can distract students from their studies and any homework. Students cannot playing any game, any things, and social media can contribute to depression and low self-esteem. Using social media before bed can dispute her sleep patterns, and students maybe to online harassment and very harmful for students. Her mind is not um, her mind is not, her mind is so effectful for students to studying, and by being aware of these effects and maintaining of balance, students can use social media in way that supports their well-being and academic success. That's
Okay. Pooja, Digonto, have you any questions?
Question. Yes, I have a question. I am asking to Kia ma'am, like how social media addiction affect on professional life. After Kia ma'am, then Debnath sir will give this answer. Kia ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes. Yes, affected in social media because our social media use affecting in our relationship with family and friends, and uh, um, um, our other responsibilities.
Okay. Here, ma'am. Uh, in this question, I would like to say professional should some problems when you work from beside side. There are lots of problems when you behind and left the work, then you spend lots of time on social media. It was a very bad effect on your achievements. That's all about the points. I have question to Sohan. What are the common traits of social media addiction?
Okay, according to myself, the common traits of using social media. That's why that's it. When a person addicted in social media, there then he take more than long time to engage in social media, and to scroll that reels on their phone, and that will be very harmful or for their life and for their future. And after spending a long time at social media, then they does not to do some quality works for their life, and it will be very bad effect for their future also. And after that they using long time at social media, they got more anxiety, more depressed from when they post some their pictures, and when they get some negative comments or some dislike from that, so at that time they could very sad, very anxiety when they see that. So those are the common traits of using social media for the people.
O- Okay, okay. Koniska, would you like to add some points or have you any questions?
Yes, I answered. I will answer this question. So, in this point, my opinion, yes, social media addiction can negatively impact academic performance and performance for any student, and individual can overcome addiction by setting goals, finding the students or anyone can depress for this social media, and since include for her responsibility and mood swings. That's it. And I have a question to Debnath sir. You, how can parents help children avoid social media addiction?
From the parents, if they not provide their children's, those who are from early age, they in from 5 to 12, if they not provide, if they give some place like uh, from walls, and if they provide some books, that will be benefit for the future lives. From if and also they do not affected from social media or addiction in social media. So Pooja, would you like to add some points or have you any questions?
Yes, I have a question. So, Borna and Konishka said social media is affected in industrial life, educational life. So, I have a question to Digonto. Social media have any kind of educational institute like Byju's and any kind of educational institute which are providing online classes. So, in this, so this type of institute are bad for student or good for student? Can you answer
Okay.
that?
Okay, okay, sure. So basically, before the answer of this question, I classify the two terms. One is social media addiction, and one is like social media use of social media. Like use of social media means like some student they use social media or YouTube platform or some apps just educational purpose or getting some informations through the social media. Okay, so in that case, those student or those person who use in that purpose, we then we denoted that person they use properly, and they I mean they able to use the social media properly. Now the comes to the social media addiction. Social media addiction means like when a person they invest lots of time in social media, and we don't then they don't get any benefit in future from what they will watch and what kind of content they will watch in social media. Okay, and in that case, like those student or those person or those student, they can use the social media for collect the information and therefore study purpose. So yes, it is good if they can able to use, and otherwise those students they can use the social media in an excessive purpose, and it can damage their personal lives and educational life.
Okay, thank you,
Sohon,
Digonto. Borna, can you hear me?
so yes, yes.
Borna?
Sohon, would you like to add some Pooja's question or have you any questions? Sohon, are you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to add some points or have you any questions?
uh, yes, I have a question to Kanishka. Kanishka, how people can overcome from so, social media addiction?
Yes, in this point, my opinion is as social media is so harmful for any students, and social media addiction can negativity impact for relationship with family or friends, and social media. mm, it's we can when we can read some storybook or any interesting book, then we ignore social media, and our mind is so our mind is reading for this book or any work. So I think all time doing any work, then we will overcome social media.
Yeah,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Kanika.
Would you like to answer Soham questions, or have you any questions?
Yes, sir, I have some points this question. So the sir, if me, I think establish limits on social media use. It's good for human, such as specific times of the day or week. We are use at social media platforms, and then we are not addicted in social media. So that's it.
Devna sir, what is your
So,
opinion on that point?
so, I am asking to Borna. I have a question to Borna. So, what are the causes of social media addiction? Borna, are you hear me? Digonto, would you like to answer this question?
So can you repeat your question?
What are the causes of social media addiction?
Okay, like now the causes of the social media addiction is you can say like free free internet. Okay, like our we know like our country they provide unlimited internet connections, and that case like in that country like 21st century, like everyone can use the smartphone. Okay, so and without the internet connection, like they without the internet connection, and like the peoples they are not to use like their phone. So when a persons they are traveling to some one place to another place, so in that case they can at first scrolling their phone after that gradually there in that kind of behavior increases, and when and when that kind of behavior increases in a person's, so in that way like they are gradually will addicted in social media.
Sohan, please repeat your question once again.
Okay, okay. How people can overcome from social media addiction?
Uh, People overcome from social media in many ways. If they can use sometimes in days 1 or 2 hours, they can free from social media addiction. Also, there are some therapy like that at PBT. I call you. There are some PBT like uh, I would like to say that cognitive behavioral therapy, and also DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy, and GT, like that group therapy. It's these are the making long-term behavioral adjustment. When people are addicted, they can overcome or control the social media addiction. So,
Okay.
Koniska, would you like to answer? Would you have any questions?
Yes, Debnath sir, I have a question to Shohanda. How can sorry? Can social media addiction be threat?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
Okay, my question is, can social media addiction be threat?
Um, okay, I will give your answer after some times.
Pooja, would you like to give some answers Konishka's questions?
Yes. So, Konishka, your question is, can you repeat? Social media is threat for a student.
Yes, yes.
So basically, I would like to say this not a threat social media for a student, because I already said that social media have this kind of learning platforms which are developing student skills like Byju's app, and also and also some English institution which are providing online classes in social media. And I think each and every handcraft work as a student learning to social media, and they are earning from social media. I think in this time, sarees and jewelries they are made from home and post in the social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, and it was the earning process for a beginner and for a student. So it was not a risk for any kind of student. It was a earning process, and in this point, the student going for YouTuber, and they are earning lots of money in social media platform. But it was a limitation. If the student had crossed the limit, it will be, I think, danger for a student. If a student are limited uses and social media, it was not risk for any student, and also a human being. Thank you.
Digant, would you like to add some points on Konishka's question?
No, sir, I have a question. So I am asking a question to Kia ma'am. Then Borna and respectively Debnath sir will answer. So at which ages people and students maybe they will affected in social media?
Kya ma'am,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
continue.
Yes, sir. Digant, can you repeat your question?
Yes, sure. So my question is at which ages people or student they may be addicted in social media?
If at 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 according to me, at 80 60 to 80 years old can and effective in social media, because we are all our needs are our social media. Then our students are not 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 uh, um, not not go for school and use at social media. Then then our students ignoring our their school or work and personal responsibilities, and then due to social media use. And so social media affecting our other ages people, such as relationship with family and friends.
Yes. Konishka, would you like to add some points on Diganto's question?
Yes, I added some points. Social media can affect people of all ages, but some age groups may be more to affect it effects. Here are some age groups that may be particularly affected, and teenagers are highly active on social media, and maybe more harmful to its effect on her mental health and family relationship. That's it.
Bona, would you like to add some points on Digonto's question?
Yes. All of according to myself, all of ages person 8 to 80 ages addicted to social media. Even our parents addicted in social media. They are not spent the time of their children, and so students are not, and students are ignored their school, and they are not going every day their school, so they are not completed educated their lesson. Not only teenagers, but also person have addiction. Person also addicted in the social media. There are example of there are lots of accident happening because of excessive use of social media. Because when a person driving a car, he also uses Facebook and scrolling video, and scrolling videos, Facebook and other gaming platforms, show that it is so that highly accidents cause, means and persons are addicted, affected by this accident.
I would like to add some Digonto's questions. In social media affected so not only teenagers but also middle-aged people. Like teenagers, those who are from 8 to 18 years old, they don't go to school. They in time lots of time they spend in social media. And those who are middle-aged, they don't have work, and in leisure times, most of the time they spend their times on social media. And I have a question to Sohon and later on Puja. How can dopamine secretion happen in the addiction of social media? Can I repeat the question, Sohon or Puja?
Please, please, sir, can you
Yes,
repeat
sir.
your question?
Yes, yes. How can dopamine secretion happen in the addiction of social media? Or uh, if I speak in easily, how social media affecting the brain?
Okay. According to myself, social media has a big role for student life because when a student engaged on social media, then they can be very happy, and they can more excited to scroll the social media, and like the scroll they are at their phone for a long time, and at that time they will be very happy, and they will very excited to scroll down that social media events, or like reels, short videos, etc. So obviously at that time they will be very happy, but in that case they are not using social media for long time, then they were very sad, they were very anxious, and also they are very feeling very sad for that. So obviously using social media is a very big effect on student life.
Okay. Pooja, would you like to add some points about these questions?
Yes, I have at some point in this question. Yes, social media is affected in students' brains because many much time students are scrolling the phone, and the student are continuously watch the phone's screen. So it was affected on her eye and also her brain. So it was most not benefit for a student. And yeah, and social media in social media posted any kind of bad post, and student are attract that this type of bad post, and it was affected on her brain. Not only good post, the bad post are early affected in student brain. So it was more affected for student. So I have a question to Debnath sir. Social media is making for connecting whole world to student or others human being. If we have not social media, we have not got others countries news. But using social media, can we disconnect with society?
I would like to answer your questions after Digonto's point of view from my side questions. What about Digonto about my questions?
Yes, so I answer your question like you say, you use the term dopamine. So dopamine is a biological term, and it is a hormone, and it is released when a person's they feel enjoy or happy. So in that case, from our brain also. So in that case, when a person or student they will scrolling social media or use social excessive use social media, and they feel enjoy in that time. So in that case, the excessive level of dopamine will release from their brain, and gradually it will be addiction, help to be part of a addiction. Now I introduce like it also affect in our brain, like the Oxford University's research come out a word in through a research paper, like brain rot. What is the meaning of the brain rot? Is meaning of the brain rot is means like those student or those persons who use the social media in excessive levels. So in that case, gradually their memories power also decline, and you can say like they forget many things within a fraction of time, and they can understand and we also create a big problem to the communications. So in that case, obviously the social media is directly affected in our brain.
Very good answer by Sohon. Kia ma'am, would you like to answer Pooja's question?
No, sir, I have some points to your questions.
Okay, okay. Continue, Pooja. Kia ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, social media addiction, social media are added our brain. It was linked to our depression, anxiety, or low self-esteem, and it also affected our sleep disturbance and disturb our sleep patterns. That's all, sir.
Okay. Warna, would you like to add some points, Pooja's questions?
No, sir, I would like to at some points your questions.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Continue.
Yes, yes, yes. Social media addicted damage our brains. So excessive use social media use can leading disruption in a daily life and mental well-being. So heavy social media use it is a risk of mental disease like a depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. It is cause of dopamine and validation on social media can trigger dopamine related and leading addiction, creating a fleeing pleasure addiction, and it is a cause of our headache.
Okay, in Pooja's question, my point of view, through social media, when we studies class of graduations or graduations, there are lots of friends within you. Uh, from then, we have no contact to each other. From social media, we contact and through social media, and also they contact with me. That's the point about the Pooja's question. Uniska, would you have any questions?
Yes, Debnath sir, I have a question to you. Is social media addiction a real problem?
Born, yes, yes. Social media addiction is a very problem. Please repeat your question once again.
Yes, my question is social media addiction a real problem?
Debnath sir, please
Debnath sir,
unmute yourself.
unmute.
Debnath sir, can you hear me? Debnath sir, please unmute yourself at first.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, social media have a real problem. There are some accident happened because of excessive use of social media. When people driving a car, he is also using Facebook and Instagram. At that point, in the driving happened accidents, and also the real problem that from the excessive use of social media damage our communication with each other. That's all about the questions. And Borna, would you like to have uh, some points add on, or have you any question about?
Yes, yes. Yes, social media, it is a real problem in our life because it is break down our communication skill. We are not observe our nature, and we are not out a long discussion face to face. We are not learn not learn our books, and where and on the student and pupil also. I say that before that. There are also lots of accident happening because excessive use of social media when a person driving a car. That's it. I
Yeah,
have a
ma'am. Have you any?
question. Yes, I have a questions to Pooja. Can you tell me what are the signs and symptoms of social media addiction?
Okay, I will come your question. So at first, I would like to answer Konishka's question. So Konishka has said social media is exactly challenge. So I think social media is not an exactly challenge. It's a mental challenge because we are know all about that. If, any scientific event, any scientific invention provide many kind of help to human being, and also social media are designing to help our society and help the human being and student also, but we are using badly to social media. So at first we are making to we are change our habits, and we are change our social media using time. So if we are changed that, social media is not are exactly challenge uh, to a student. And then I will go to Borna's question. What was the symptoms? Yes. So if a
Puja,
student, a
Puja,
social media addicted,
Puja,
yes,
Puja, you will not answer Borna's question because Borna question previously I question this question. So, Sohon, would you have any questions? Sohon, are you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir. Okay, first of all, I would like to answer Kanishka's question. Kanishka, can you repeat your question, please?
Yes, my question is social media addiction a real problem?
Obviously, social media addiction is a real problem for everyone. Because of that, when a person engaged his whole day into a social media, that will be a very bad effect for their his future, and also achieved his goals in his life. So, like when a person driving a car, and at that time he scrolled his phone and to check the notification of social media accounts. So at that time suddenly he can accident at that road, and it will be very bad effect for their life. And also some students who are engaged themselves into a social media for long time, then they can very now what I say, then they can very uh, they can very anxious and very sad when they see their negative comments on their post likes and everything. And it also very effect on their sleeping patterns, and then they will be very sick for them for more days. So obviously social media gives some very bad effect on human life.
Kya ma'am, would you like to answer Konishka's question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Social media addiction are real problem, according to me. So it's many other people are addicted in social media. So because we are 6 to 8 hours a day on social media platforms we are invest our time, then we are addicted we are addicted in social media platforms, such as we are addicted compulsive behavior or neglect responsibilities or social illusions, and disturb our priority. That's also.
Digonto, would you like to add some points about some Konishka's question?
Yes, sir. Social media is badly affected in our real life just because it can lead to the anxiety and depressions of the peoples, and obviously it can prevent and create a disturbance in the sleeping, and many people they are using social media for their traveling. So in that case, they also fall down to feel the beauty of nature, and some people they are eating and beside they scrolling their YouTube. So in that case, we in that level the people they are affected in social media. So obviously it is a very bad for peoples, so we must to need to overcome if the people if the someone and we also give help to the someone if they are affected in social media addiction.
Konishka, would you like to answer your questions? Have you any points to add on these questions?
Okay, okay. Yes, social media addiction is a real problem that can affect people's mental and physical health. It not distracted to to her studying and any work. He don't time spent in her family and friends. Social media addiction is a real problem of our society.
So, after a long discussion, we reach in conclusion. Uh, Sohan, what is your opinion about conclusion?
Okay. After long discussion, we reached into a conclusion. So the conclusion is that social media addiction is a big problem for human life, and we all need to reduce to check the social media accounts, and it will be very helpful for the students, but not only students, it will be very helpful for human beings. So that's the main conclusion of this group discussion.
And Borna, in conclusion, what do you want to say?
Yes, we after a long discussions we reached in a conclusion. The conclusion is that we should stop the addictions of social media. Social media we should observe nature and communications with each other. And we all know that the social media help us in a many ways, but we should not give all the attention to social media so that it addicted ourselves.
And Kya ma'am, what about in conclusion?
Yes, sir. According to me, social media can be helpful or harmful to any people. It's depending on how to we use it. Let's use it. It was usually used to social media platform. Then we balance our time and our priorities and real life connection.
And Pooja, what is your opinion about conclusion?
So after a long discussion, we have reached a conclusion. So using social media not bad for student and also human being, but addicted in social media, it's bad for student. They have challenge face many kind of challenging like disconnect of society, disconnect of family, the disconnect of friends. They are the spending the time most probably social media and scrolling the social media and screen, and they are not focused in her education. So it was more most bad affected things for a student. But if using social media at limitly, students are get some benefits in their life. They are choosing, they are finding many developing many kind of skill and finding many kind of online classes, and it was improving their educational and skill, and this type of skills are help to the student future. Thank you.
What about Digonto in conclusion?
Yes, after a whole discussion, we reach a conclusion. So, my opinion, like, social media addiction is very bad for student and as well as peoples in any ages. So, in that case, like the social media addiction is also, reduce the concentrations, and obviously it lead up poor time management, and the peoples they are, they are not to interact the society and their parents also. And in that case, like our government took initiatives, and they make a rule in that in based on this point, like the act name is Digital Personal Data Protection Act in 2023. So in that act, under that act, like the government offer to mandate a parental consent for under 18s to access social media in India. So in that statement, we can understood like how social media affect in our personal life as well as our academic life.
What about Koniska in conclusion?
Yes, according myself, yes, social media is not a very bad site because it's only dependent to how can use it. Social media addiction symptoms must be recognized, and the problem should be addressed before it is too late. So social media addiction is when people spend too much time on social media and cannot stop using it. So it is so bad in bad effect for any students or any pupil. Young people should think about their career, and they would not focus their life whole, and students cannot study, but it is they are largely of social media sites. This is not only hampering their personal growth, but the developed of the nation as a whole.
Okay. After a long group discussion, we reached in a conclusion. In conclusion, I would like to say yes, social media is no problem if they can cross their limits or spend lots of time in social media. It will be a real problem that will called addiction. Whatever that addiction is very bad for everyone. Those people are addicted, they don't care about and other people, they can't communicate and other people's, they cannot also reading storybooks and other literatures. They also don't watching movies, and and to doesn't pay attention and our society. So it creates lots of problem. If social media, if through social media we can and use spend a limited time, we can solve our problem. So thank you everyone, and special thanks to Mr. Sojol sir giving me this opportunity. So thank you everyone once again.